And we are back with Paddling Pool 223. This is now semi-finals. I am still Pat here with Bio, ready to show you the action, and we will start on Barnacle on Dine.
Like you said, we're starting on Clam Blitz, on Barnacle, and Dine. This is a new map, so these teams may not be the most comfortable on it, and especially on such a difficult to play mode such as Clam Blitz. Though we may see we may see these teams show some unfamiliarity with just how you're supposed to play this map on this mode. So I'm interested to see how they're going to overcome that obstacle in comfort. But regardless, these two teams, well, they are definitely worth their salt. We saw Potager play against Yoshal Incorporated in our last match, round 3, and they showed off their skills very well, and they're going to be fighting Habid, a rabbit with half as a substitute, hence the name.
Yep.
So and they are a very established high level team. So I'm very interested to see how these two big names clash.
Yeah, both these teams made it so far, and here on Barnacle on Dime, it's going to be decided by range. I feel like Barnacle on Dime, even for Clan Blitz, having an E-liter on the side of Potager is going to be so good for them. But the Squeezer on the side of Habid, that's an interesting pick.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Aaron is a well-known Squeezer player in the North American scene there. So I was expecting them to run Squeezer, and of course Adapt coming out with their signature bucket, their slosher, and we're seeing them, but we're actually seeing them kind of get collapsed on by Potager, but not quite. It is going to be a trade, and 2 down actually on the side of Papin. Potager playing incredibly aggressively with the splash, wasting no time, popping that crab tank, going for the picks. Look at how much space they are opening up for their team, and Potager are wasting no time. They pop yet another special, and they have another crab tank ready. Balls getting scored. They do miss the second ball, so that is going to be 20 points missed, unfortunately, and it's only the crab tank left alive. Aka Squeegee is going to be going for the pick. They unfortunately die, but it is not quite going to make that much of a difference. The dudes are going to go down with Potager get an early lead of 74. Not the best, especially on Clam Blitz, which rewards long drawn-out pushes instead of many short ones, but it is still definitely a good place to start.
Yeah, and right now Habid is looking to get control of mid, and that's a very nice pick, but Potager looks like they're winning the team fight. The Elita in position, maintaining that whole pressure on all of the map. That gives Potager really the opportunity to do whatever they want with that tactic cooler. They have as much aggressivity as they want. They can take all the risk, and yeah, they have a very small lead right now, but they don't need much. They just need to maintain that aggressivity. The map, it looks like the map is going their way so far.
Yeah, definitely. But regardless, Potager is being put on the back foot. But just like that, it is switched quickly as this E-leader hits shot after shot, threads the needle to find 2 picks onto Habit, and opening up a ton of space for their team to move forward. We're seeing the dualies pressure the crab tank. Unfortunately, do go down, but that's a lot of time wasted for Habit, and once again the E-leader on the side of Potager get another pick onto the Squeezer. They are just getting so much value out of each and every one of their shots, and it's making it very difficult for Habit to push in without specials, since especially on this map of Barnacle and Dime, much like many other Splatoon 3 maps, it is there are a lot of long sight lines and open spaces for it that a charger can dominate easily, and we're seeing Potager take advantage of that really well. But regardless, Habit is coming up on a crab tank, but they're going to lose it. 2 down on the side of Habit. Potager trying to take this opportunity and run with it, moving alongside it. E-leader once again in its classic position, trying to find a pick, and they do. Huge pick onto Adapt, onto their slosher player. This E-Leader just does not miss, consistently getting so much value
Ooh.
and opening a ton of space for potager. They're going to go for the score and actually stay alive. Oh, well, okay, well, no, scratch that.
Never mind.
Yeah, the Zuka from Aaron is
Ooh.
going to do it, and that is going to be a wipe on the side of potager, but the damage has been done. Lead of 49 is nothing to scoff at, and now Habit are on the back foot trying to set up a counter push.
Yeah, and Habid right now, they have 2 balls and they're already past me. They're already looking to get further in front of them, but things get shut down immediately by Haka. Haka, absolute demon right now, making sure that Potager can get back in the game, get back in the defense, get back in position, but Crab Tank is getting harassed by the Elite, and that's going to be a very nice duel. Crab Tank's over, but they are still here. Habit looking to score these 2 balls, and if they manage to get these 2 super clams in the basket, they are very close to a lead, but Potager with an iron defense right now, Bio.
Habit is struggling to get past Potager. I mean, sure, they're using a lot of specials, but they're not getting that much value. I mean, sure, they might get 1, maybe 2 picks, but Potager is just going to come back stronger. They have that Tactic Cooler, they have that Crab Tank, they have that Wave Breaker, and honestly, they can just do whatever they want right now. That's a clean pick from the Crab Tank. Another Crab Tank comes out. This is just a never-ending cycle of specials for Potager, and Habit is struggling to keep up. This pace of just these constant onslaught of specials is devastating for Habit. They're not being able to find an answer to it, but regardless, with less than 10 seconds left, Potager is facing overtime. Habit have a power clamp that is going to trigger overtime, and Habit is trying to get some picks. The Slosher going very deep, gets a clean pick onto the Slosher, but it's 3 down. It is only squeezed alive with the Zap, and that most likely secures the game as Habit lose their final member. Potager pop the Crab Tank to keep that area secured, and that is going to be game 1 going to Potager.
Yeah, incredible game 1, and if you're just joining us through the raid, thank you so much for the raid. We are now in semi-finals. This was game 1, and that means that Habit has the opportunity to come back. This is best of 5, and there's counter pick incoming. Welcome to Paddling Pool, and thank you so much for the raid, Chara.
Like you mentioned, this is now based on counter pick, so we are going to be waiting for what Habit chooses. But if I were them, I would definitely choose. I would definitely be mindful of that E-Leader. That E-Leader on the side of Potager is getting... I mentioned this again and again and again. They're getting so much value. And actually, it seems that they took this into consideration. They're going to a Rainmaker on Undertow Spillway. Definitely not the most ideal. The E-Leader still doesn't have to deal with flanks through mid, but it does definitely give some of the specials that we saw on the side of Habit, that the Tri-Strike, the Tri-Zuka, etc. It does definitely give them a leg up just due to how this map is designed and its geometry. Yeah. So I can definitely see the logic behind it.
Yeah, it's not an elite map mode, and that's like the minimum of what Habit needs. There's a lot that Potager did that Habit needs to counter, but they can't allow that Elite to reign supreme on the whole map. And you see Potager switching to the ballpoint, very smart, and Habit sticking to their guns and keeping the squeezer as the backline pretty much.
But regardless, as you were saying, this is not an E-Leader map mode, and we see Potager take that into consideration as they switch off the E-Leader and onto the ballpoint and going a much more traditional composition with that N-Zap, Splash, and ballpoint, but with the dualies to spice things up a little bit. But regardless, they're having a little bit of a hard time on that right side. But regardless, Potager have the Rainmaker. They're staying alive a remarkable amount of time, but it's not going to be quite enough. Habit managing to live the Inkjet. Scratch that. And actually, they go 2 down. Potager actually managed to salvage this fight and show a lot of prowess in getting the second checkpoint, which they do. And once again, Habit is on the back foot. They did get a pick onto the end zap, but 2 down. due to the Rainmaker explosion. They need this. Trizuka needs to get some picks, which they do. I'm sorry, and actually no, they doesn't. A lead of 24 is given to Potager. Habid gets 3 down the side of Potager. That is that. So finally, their push does seem to die out, but the damage has been done. A lead of 24, especially on a map like this where it is really easy to stall out the Rainmaker, stall out the game state. This is devastating for Habit, and they're going to need to make something happen quick if they want to start putting pressure onto Potager just like they did to them.
Yeah, and right now Habib is looking to maybe get that right checkpoint, and with only 1 down on the side of Potager, Habib, okay, electing to go for the longer but more solid push. It's going to be stopped, I think it was by the inkjet, and right now I can't, looking to get that pop, not denied. Well, that's going to be at least a trade on that, and U-Snipe completing, like pretty much ending that was remaining of that push, and Habib just back to the drawing board, resetting the Rainmaker, and there is going to be a sneaky crab if the crab can survive that, and yes, that crab is going to come there, and that's going to be a very good opportunity for Habib to get that checkpoint.
Yeah, definitely. We're seeing Potager get consistently pushed back by Habit pretty well. They're starting to cycle their resources really well, and that's starting to give them a bit of an advantage over Potager, but it's not quite over. However, Adapt gets a clean pick onto one of the members of Potager. 2 down now. Habit finally break through the left checkpoint, but it's going to be difficult for them to continue this push at this rate. Even with the tactical, they go 2 down. They are going to get a fast regroup thanks to the special, thanks to the tacticooler, but it is still not ideal as Potager start continuing their defense. They did lose the checkpoint, but it's still not that bad. If they can continue the defense they've been holding for these past few minutes, they can definitely keep this game.
Aka back on the aggressivity gets just stopped. Habit is staying in the game, and as you said, like now that the checkpoint is off, having 3 players down on the side of Potager means Habit can go full power on, full aggressivity, and manage to score a bit more points. But right now they need to use their specials. They need to get past Bid and force Potager to really defend.
Yeah. We see the crap coming out from Habit. Does manage to get a little bit of value, but Potager have so many specials. They have the crab tank, they have the inkjet, and we're seeing them get value. The splash is going to try to camp the ballpoint, but it's not going to work out just quite as they wanted to, and it's only the squeezer left alive on the side of Habit. Potager do a great job of defending, and they still have 3 specials left over. They're going to use that to push and take the fight to Habit. Doing a great job. This Zap staying alive. They do eventually die to half, but they have the tacticooler. Who cares? And they also have the advantage in mid, so it is not that bad for them. But regardless, one of the crab tanks on the side of Potager does go down. That dually is going to be out of commission for a little bit. They're not going to have that special. But Habit loses their tri-slosher. And they lose their squeezer. This is really bad for them. They need to stay alive, and it's difficult if they're... But wait, never mind. A huge wipe on the side of Potager. This is the opportunity that Habit have been waiting for. They are running, but they're going to be taking the alternate route. They're going to be taking the right side. They need to be really careful here. They have overtime, but this is still really dangerous for them. Just one bum rush at the Rainmaker could end this game right here, right now. A little bit less than half overtime timer is left, but it's not quite going to happen. However, yes, the squeezer does not quite get the pick, but it's not going to happen. The inkjet from the side of Potager manages to pick the Rainmaker, and that is going to be game 2 going to Potager, putting them at match point over Habit.
Yeah, that was like a great opportunity for Habit, but too little, too late, and Potager just needed like the bombs for the defense, wait for the inkjet, and just seal the deal with the jetpacks. Just piling down on the Rainmaker, and that was a great game by Potager. And as you said, that was the one opportunity for Habib. But yeah, like they had to run. They decided to take their time. They knew that Potager had the time to respawn and defend things, and they couldn't just run through the uninkable, and because there was a bomb waiting for them there. So very close game to almost a comeback for Habit. But they are back to choosing a counter pick and trying to find a way to secure a win against that incredibly strong Potager that we've seen.
Yeah. I guess you could say that Potager did a great job of defending there at the end. Because the grading. Okay, forget about it. But yeah, like Pache said, we are going to be waiting on the counter pick coming out from Habit, and we've seen ourselves in this situation before, waiting for a counter pick that hopefully takes into account the weapons that we've seen from Potager. However, it's not quite working out for Habit. We saw them try to pick a map where E-Leader isn't good on. Potager switched to the ballpoint and did well with it, and so now it's really up to Habit to see, okay, which map are either we most comfortable on or they struggle on the most. That's the key defining factor right now, and honestly, the pressure is extremely high for Habit right now. They need to bring this back. They need to start the reverse sweep, or else they're going to have grand finals slip out of their fingers.
Yeah, Habit right now, they need a reverse sweep, but it's all start with this game 3, and it's going to be on Flounder Heights again on Rainmaker. I mean, yeah, we expect like no Eliter to come on Flounder Heights, and that's probably a very, very good pick if you are backline and a no backline team. So I expect like if Habib cannot make it, well, it's a 3-0, but they have to make it here.
This is definitely it's a promising counter pick. Like you said, because the backlineless composition that we've seen out of Habit can definitely benefit from this. I am curious to see how they're going to make the squeezer work on this map, because Flounder isn't really well known for being a good squeezer map, at least not to my knowledge. Zuka can struggle a little bit in a lot of sections of the map, and the main weapon, strong midlines like Squeezer struggle a little bit on that map if you're not on flat ground. So I am interested to see how Aaron is going to get across that, or maybe if they're going to switch off of their beloved Squeezer. But if they chose Rainmaker Flounder, it's definitely because they have a plan for it. I'm definitely expecting a Tri-Slosher coming out from Adapt. I'm expecting them to keep the Splash, them to keep the N-Zap, for example, since those are very strong options on this map. But the same can be said for Potager. Some other weapons thrive on this map. For example, the dualies that we've been seeing so much from them are pretty comfortable on this map, in my opinion. They're a great option. They have the lethal bomb that is great on Rainmaker. They have the crab tank that you can set up on high ground, and the main weapon doesn't struggle too much on the with the map's geometry. And actually, just as I say that, Habid actually uses 3 of them, but they have air switch off on Nautilus. Very interesting.
Okay, you broke a little for me right there, but okay, Potager, they're not changing anything. They know what they're doing. It's been working so far. Like, okay, no E-liter for Rainmaker, but other than that, like, it's the Potager recipe for success. But Habib, already with the Rainmaker, looking to get that fast checkpoint, is going to be shut down by an Inkjet, of course. But Inkjet, there is on the side of Habib too, and Habib just getting a double with a Tri-Slasher. That's going to be a very quick checkpoint for Habib. It's just the zap though, so Potager is back in there. If they can get rid of that zap, the zap is so comfortable there.
Yeah, yeah, no, they're doing a great job of stalling on that side. They are going to up the jump out to conserve their life to not feed into Potager, and that might just be the right play. And actually, Habit is not giving up, but the Rainmaker shot picks the end zap. That is not what you want to see. This Rainmaker isn't the don't retreat zone. They did get some seconds. Wait, actually no, they're all the way down to 20 seconds. This is actually pretty dangerous for Potager. It might actually just end up blowing up in their faces. Never mind, the Rainmaker will get picked. Expected, unfortunate. I kind of want to see it, but a Habit is honestly pretty content holding this position and playing slow. After all, they do have a pretty decent lead. A lead of 61 in the first checkpoint is nothing to sneeze at. And on a map like this, they're pretty content playing the long game, just playing slow. They don't need to rush anything. Just as long as they defend against Potager pretty well, they can afford to play this pretty slowly.
Yeah, we're waiting on Potager to do anything really on this map. They haven't really gotten anything going their way, and Habid is back on the attack, back on the aggression, but oh well, it's just the Rainmaker right now for Habid. I guess Potager is going to get their aggressivity. If that Rainmaker manages to really delay things as much as possible, that's going to give Habid the time to regroup and get back in, but Potager, if they grab that Rainmaker, they have a straight line to a checkpoint.
Ooh, but that crab tank gets shut down immediately. That was an unfortunate drop, but it's not gonna matter too much. They have another crab tank. Who cares? Yeah. But it's also gonna get shut down by those tri-strikes. Habit is doing a great job of dealing with Potager's special this time. They have a lot of options to do so. They have the tri-slosher. They have the tri-strikes. They have the Nautilus, and we're seeing Potager once again on the back foot. Habit trying to make something happen here, just keeping Potager back, but
nice
barely manages to live with that very clutch dodge right there. But regardless, their Tri-Slars does go down, adapt, and they did not have the tactical, so that it is going to take them a little bit of a while to get back, and they're not going to have the Inkjet, but the dualies on the side of Potager go down. Habid, no, sorry, on the side of Potager, Habid managing to defend, but they do lose the checkpoint. They do still have lead due to the 1 point difference that Rainmaker has, but it's definitely something. Finally, Potager makes some headway into their push.
Yeah, Habit looked in control for the first half of that game, but right now it's Potager's turn to really get things going, and that crab tank is defending the Rainmaker. It's just 2 players standing for Habit, but Tri-Strike is going to stop the Rainmaker and leave Habit in the lead, but that's such a small lead. Potager, they just need so little to get in, and that Tri-Slasher just stopping it. 1 minute left, and it looks like Habit is just running at the Rainmaker and just cancelling what's happening next, but it's working for them right now, and the Potager is back on the defense. And it's just the ball point for Potager right now, and I don't know where the Rainmaker is, but what? Okay, they extended the lead. Habit extending the lead while Potager was trying to get things like solved there, but that's not going to fly. And right now, Potager, they are on the back, and it looks like Habit found the way to really put Potager in the biggest difficulty.
Yeah, with 10 seconds left and Potager defending the Rainmaker in a stellar fashion, it's looking really difficult. No, sorry, Potager is going to get overtime. They're going to start running it. They don't have the checkpoint, so they are going to be able to play this pretty aggressively. Squeaky going for it. 2 down on the side of Habid. Potager, 3 down. It's only the Tri-Slosher. They are in no position, and they take the lead at the last second, and Potager managed to bring it back, sweeping the set 3-0 against Habit and securing a spot in Grand Finals. What a set.
What a comeback by Potager, and that's like Flounder Heights never disappoint in terms of comebacks, in terms of like huge leads, in terms of huge pushes, and both of these teams have shown that. Well, that's why they were in semifinals, but Potager just getting the edge, even on a Habit's counterpick, and really showing what makes a team that goes in finals.
Yeah, no, honestly, I think Habid really had it locked down. There was I was proven wrong. That was a great. Well, I wasn't proven wrong, but it was a great counter pick for Habit to choose, and they were playing it to its fullest. You saw them; they had a great lead over potager, but it's just that at the end they panicked a little bit, and once they saw that potager got overtime, they got a little bit too hyper focused on the Rainmaker. They started getting tunnel vision and just went for the pick on the Rainmaker instead of playing a little bit slower. They could have simply spammed bombs from their specials, and they could have gotten an easy pick onto the Rainmaker with, I don't know, an Ink Jet or a crab, or well, okay, not a crab tank, or Tri-Strike and such. But they played a little bit too fast when they shouldn't have, and that small mistake at the very end ended up costing them the set and a spot in grand finals. But regardless, without further ado, we are leading into our most anticipated set of the evening. We are going to be right back after a short break with grand finals, the culmination of this tournament. So trust me, folks, you do not want to miss this. Stay tuned.